Christina.
Yeah. It's Christina.
You could.
So I didn't upload last week because I got a case of the black lung. But I was able to function today, so I took a final. This is finals week. So I was heading out of the library. Actually, I was heading to the library, and I see Nathan walking out. And Nathan's like, just walk with me. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I'll walk with you. And Nathan just goes, my final's not in 10 minutes, it's in 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right. He's like, want to take my final with me? And I was like, okay, sounds good. I'll take your final with you. And I was joking. I never meant to actually do it. But then I walk in, and the professor's handing out exams. Like, the people have already started taking the exam. So Nathan and I walk in late. And I was expecting, like, a huge 400-person class. And I asked Nathan, like, how many people are in this class? And he was like, 60. But I heard 160. So I was, like, a little more comforted by just people won't see me. They just blend in better. But no, he meant 60. And I found out when I went into the class. Still went up, grabbed a test, sat down, realized I didn't have a pencil. So now I'm just confused. Don't really know how this plan's going to work out. And one of Nathan's friends lends me a pen. And I'm like, all right, cool. Guess I'm actually going to take the exam now. I write down my name, and I realize I'm not supposed to write my name down. I'm not in this class. I never seen this professor. This isn't my major. This is for biomedical engineering. I'm an accounting major. This is nothing to do with my field. So naturally, I cross my name out and write in another name. And I take... Well, for my name, I wrote in Krishna Vasudeva Yadav, which is the name of God in Hinduism. So I really hope that guy, when he reads my test, he Googles my name. He's not gonna, but it'd be really funny if he did, because just show up as like, oh, God. Another good one would have been Jesus, but, you know. I feel like I would have gotten killed for writing that. There aren't a lot of Hindus in America, so I feel like... Plus, you know, I could probably take them. The Christians here have guns, so I could get shot. Not really trying that. Is that racist? I feel like that might be... It's not racist. You're right.
What is it
Stupid SJWs. With their racism. Racism isn't real. I'm kidding. Racism is real. But back to the story at hand. First question. It's some math shit. Now, people think accounting has to do with math. It really doesn't. It's addition and subtraction. Sometimes we multiply, rarely we divide. Nothing more than that, ever. So, I look at the equation sheet, I find something that has something to do with this question, I write that down, and I go, you know I have to use this equation. So I'm just going to put this in here. And I left it, like, plugged in. And that was it. I just left the rest blank. Second question had to do with a small child hooked up to an oxygenator. And they were like, calculate the blood flow rate for this. And they gave me a bunch of other numbers. And I was like, okay. Well, logically speaking, you know, I like to put myself in the shoes of the person writing the problem, right? What's the problem here? What's the solution that we need? We need to find the blood flow rate of a kid who's hooked up to an oxygenator. So the point is to help the kid, right? You're trying to help the kid. That means you shouldn't hurt the kid. So the answer I put down was the blood flow rate can't be too high, because if it is, it's a small child, kid's going to get hurt. I wrote that down, and I left it at that. Third one, bunch of fancy words. I had no idea what it was about. So the professor at one point goes, it's about a bioartificial organ. And I was like, I'll just draw the organ and just leave it at that. Then I realized I didn't know which organ it was. I'm not just going to draw a random organ and hope for the best, you know what I mean? That's not me. So I decided to draw all the organs. But that individually takes too long. So what did I do? I drew a bio-artificial person, a.k.a. Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster is the proper term. So I drew Frankenstein's monster, and I was like, it's really unfair that he doesn't have a name. And I was thinking back, I was like, what are the top, what would have been the top baby names of that year that the book came out? And I was like, you know what would have been really popular? Ezekiel. I was like, Frank would be a bit too on the nose, so let's name him Ezekiel. I like Ezekiel. So I drew Frankenstein's monster, put an arrow pointing to him, and I wrote down Ezekiel. By the last problem, my pen ran out of ink, so I scratched in, my pen ran out of ink onto the paper, and then I drew a dragon, but because it didn't have ink, I scratched a dragon into the paper. Then I also, in the corner, I wrote, can you read this? 98% of people can't solve this simple test. And then I waited there, and I realized that my suite mate was also taking that exam. I saw him across the room, and I was like, crap. So now I'm just sitting here. I have nothing to do because everyone else is taking this exam. It's a 2-hour exam. I'm just sitting here. You got something to say?
He said, I'm just sitting here. Barbie's cute. I can't even there. I can't even. Okay.
You have as much context as I do. I have no idea what she's laughing about.
Barbecue sauce on my tits.
Shut up. So, now I'm just sitting here. Barbecue sauce on my titties. There, you happy? You happy? I'm glad you're happy. I apologize. So I'm just sitting here in the exam. God damn it, now I can't stop thinking. So I'm sitting there in the exam, waiting for someone to hand in the exam so I'm not the first person to hand in this exam. Because if I'm the first one to hand in the exam, the professor's going to look at my exam. And I don't know if this guy's chill or not, so there's a chance he might look at my exam and be like, who the hell is this kid? Hey man, come here. So I waited an extra 20 minutes until people started handing things in, and I just put it in. I was like, have a good break, man. I walked out of the class like I knew this guy. Yeah. Just took a final that wasn't mine. I feel good. I really hope there's no brown kid in that class named Krishna Vasudev Yadav. That would suck for that kid.
You should make podcasts.
I should make podcasts?
Podcasts.
Podcasts?
Yeah.
Why?
Because your voice is good for narrating.
My voice is good for narrating.
Okay, back to your story.
I read a storybook to my little brother's 2nd grade class once.
Is that the highlight? Oh, no.
I don't remember what I read, though. I think it was All the Places You'll Go.
Oh.
It was pretty nice, though. So, yeah. Yeah, finals week. Champions of the Mediocre edition. All right, cool. I'm out. This has been almost 10 minutes, which more than makes up for last week's absent vlog.
Do you have a catchphrase?
What?
Do you have a catchphrase to end your videos?
I don't have a catchphrase to end my video.
Make one.
Make one?
Signature.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. What should be my catchphrase? I don't know what my catchphrase should be though. So
catchphrase be when he ends his videos.
I'm like ending my video right now, and I need a catchphrase. This is Neha.
No, I'm not.
Apparently, it's not. Kids these days, they're so confused.
Oh my god. I'm not really sure what it is.
I don't either.
Go out there
It's there.
and be mediocre.
No, tell them to be you.
Like they can try to be. You can try to be me.
So isn't that
It's a tough life though. Yeah, it's tough to be
Oh
me.
shit. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but like I said, go out there and be mediocre, kids. See ya. Peace out.